Find yourself venturing into a world that is unfamiliar to you in every single way. All you have to your name is your wits and a broken phone that has no internet. But wait, you have the MidFall Podcast in your hands. Here you can listen to the tales of your three hosts, Luis, Josh, and Jared, as they venture through their own creative woes and whatnots. Get ready to be entertained through your wildest dreams as you conquer and face this new threatening world. Go. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the MidFall Podcast. We are at episode 10. Yes, we are in the double digits now. I am joined by my beautiful co-hosts, Mr. Louis and Mr. Yosh. How you boys doing today?
Doing good. Yeah.
Hello. Happy Ben 10 Podcast Day.
Ben 10 Podcast.
Happy Ben 10 Podcast Day. Actually, even before I even say anything, did y'all hear what happened with that complete series box?
No.
Yeah, I bought it. I have it.
It's
in my living room back home, yeah. I'm like, well, I already have it. I wanted it, so whatever.
What happened?
So basically, from what I've heard, is that the complete series box isn't as complete as many would believe. A lot of the Omniverse series didn't have its like full episodes, and I believe some in like the Alien Force Ultimate Alien 2. I'm not too sure on that one, but definitely the Omniverse one isn't exactly complete.
I see.
Yeah, so some people weren't really happy about that, and supposedly there might have been like some like quality issues as well, but regardless, it kind of sucks a little bit, but I mean, hey, if you're still a fan, check it out, see how you feel, all that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely underwhelming what they did, but I got it, and I saw all the stuff online. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep it, because at least I have something from Ben 10. And if something cooler comes along, I'll get that. And I might even send an email just to see if they send any like refund, because I heard some people got some partial refunds.
Oh, that's
and they
good.
got to keep it, I think.
That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, I've been following this one guy on Twitter who's been doing like live like reactions, because he's never really seen Ben 10 like that, and I always enjoy just like watching his clips, just me him like oh my god, all that.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, that's cool. Yeah, that's dope. I like watching those reaction videos, watching people watch obviously stuff that we like from our childhood for the first time.
Same.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun. So, for announcements for today, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Doom the Dark Ages episode. Honestly, I put a lot of effort into that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the jokes in it. I had a lot of fun editing that. And yeah, that's all the announcements I got. Do you guys have any announcements for this week's?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Josh should. Go ahead. Give it to him.
So, I think Luis probably understands exactly what I'm about to say. The first training arc video is done. I did not make it public yet because I didn't make a thumbnail. So once that is done, I'll just make it public. It was supposed to come out on Sunday, but that was also the day I was flying. And right now I'm in Brazil for about 1.5, 2 months. And I have a couple of videos recorded for future training arc videos, but I also want to record some videos while I'm here. So I'll try to mix those into the episodes 2 and further on. So there'll be some video footage of me in the past and videos of me in the present, hopefully, working out and, playing basketball and stuff like that. So yeah, expect that very soon. It's going to take a little bit more priority for a little bit over the MidFall, the no respawn videos. I don't know why I forgot the name for a second. The no respawn videos, my backlog of videos, I have some videos saved actually on my drive that I can edit. So if I have time, I'll make some more videos, but the priority is going to be the training arc videos and the basketball series for me, at least for now. The first video is done. It'll come out very soon.
Yeah,
I excited for
checked
that.
Out a little, yeah, you know, when you first put it on, I was like, whoa. But yeah, it turned out cool, dope. Looking forward to seeing you dunk. It's on your little bucket list thing that you gotta dunk by the end of the year. So, you know,
yeah,
we'll try and get like a video made where, like, again, I'll try to give you maybe some workouts that you can do, just on your own, even while you're in Brazil and everything. So you can dunk, dude, by the end of the year.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I'm actually eating a lot more protein here than I am back home. It's so much easier to have like access to food here because there's so many food spots near where you're staying. So it's a lot easier for me to get protein at any moment.
The cost of the food must be a lot cheaper over there, huh? I mean, everything else.
It makes it so much more worth. Yeah. It's honestly heavenly to be able to be okay with eating protein at any point and not feeling like I'm putting a huge dent in my wallet compared to back home.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Especially because the food just must be cleaner over there generally.
Yeah, I think so,
I would
too.
assume. So, yeah, that's dope. And the acai.
Yes. There's one like 2 blocks away. It's actually really good.
That's dope. So, besides that, just keep streaming Armor of Nothing has been doing good, apparently. Right now, as of recently, since Born to Vanish has just hit 1,000 views, like yesterday.
Yo.
So, and it's been going up still, just for the whole album, or EP. So, you know, thank you for listening to that, and I hope everybody has also enjoyed Came Across a Crypt.
Yeah.
Since I came out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just keep streaming it, and it'll be on streaming soon. It will be. So.
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe too, please, so that this channel gets up, because we're at 70 now. We just hit it recently. It's actually been going up fairly consistently whenever we drop content. So we all agreed we're going to be trying to do some more MidFall videos, and you can see it. There's more than just a podcast. And Jared and I have started to upload on here too, alongside Luis. So it's been really nice to see some more individual-esque videos. Like Luis had his MidFall mid-series, and now we have training arc from Luis and also training arc from me, and then Jared with the excuse me to hear background noise, the drawing series. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's cool.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys are very excited for the things that we are coming up with next. And without further ado, let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all right now. It was really hard to come up with questions for this episode. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I've been feeling a little unmotivated a bit. Yeah, just a little bit here and there. So I guess I want to ask you guys, have you guys been feeling a little bit unmotivated, or has the motivation been pretty consistent lately?
Both, like in different areas. I would say, like, as the weather gets warmer, I feel more inclined to actually get out more, and like I expect to sweat already, so it's like not sweat like that, but like I guess in terms of going to the gym or like just other stuff like that, just be willing to go like on day trips more, because hey, like the weather's nice, like let's go out. But yeah, I mean, I'd say, you know, in terms of like creatively making music, I was telling you previously, I just don't have anywhere to draw from creatively right now that's motivated me to try to recreate something or just draw inspiration from. So that's, I guess, musically where I'm at. But yeah, in terms of everything else, I feel not necessarily inspired, but motivated, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. For me, It's kind of similar in a sense where in certain areas I am fairly motivated and in certain areas I'm not. And when it comes to the things I am motivated for, it's a lot more understanding why I need to do these things. Like going to the gym, I know why I want to go to the gym. Like for training arc, of course, for dunking, for being healthy, just to... I actually saw this Instagram post, this is a good time to bring it up, where someone was claiming, and it wasn't like a scientist or anything, it was one of those like videos with text in front in the middle. And they were saying when your mind is overwhelmed, you do a physical activity to calm your mind down. And when your body's like stressed or overwhelmed or sore or something like that, you do like a mental activity to, alleviate or distract you from it. And the gym's a good example for me, where I go to the gym to help alleviate any pressure in my head when it comes to, outside stressors or just, feeling just mentally fatigued. Sometimes I get a little bit of brain fog. And so the gym really helps. And that helps me get motivated for other things because I know my motivation for the gym. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing for me. But I do have moments where I'm unmotivated, and it comes with things that I'm not really like, it's not work. When it's something I'm not working on, like making videos on my primary YouTube channel, that one I have a huge demotivation for. But for MidFall, for example, the demotivation isn't as apparent. Like it's not as strong as the other one for making videos. So I think it's just about like the workflow for me. If I can figure out the workflow for things, it makes it a lot easier for me to want to like pump out videos, for example. So that's one thing I've always been struggling with the past 5 or so years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say for me it mainly comes with like working out. I feel a little bit more motivated to... Oh, sorry. Okay, no, now I remember my full thought. When it comes to working or just devoting my time to other things, it feels better. Like I feel more motivated for one to go to work or go to the gym and still feel like I have time. I think it's honestly because the day is longer.
Yeah.
So because the day is longer, I feel like, I can go ahead and fit more things and still have time, because I feel like that's something that I feel like I don't have sometimes. And so because the day feels a little bit longer, I feel like, I can go ahead and still do these things and then still be able to go outside and whatnot.
Yeah.
But also I think because I've been getting out of my room more, that I feel a little bit more motivated while feeling not slightly less creative, but just, yeah, like instead of just when I have free time being in my room, I'll just spend more time at the gym or something else, or just seek another experience.
That makes a lot of sense. Like I kind of do the same thing, where I do the opposite. I am in my room a lot because of work, and so it gets me demotivated very easily. So you putting those into words actually makes a lot of sense to me. And so something I do, like for the gym, like you said, I think I've said this before, maybe in a really past episode or something, but if I want to go to the gym, the moment I step outside of the house, I can't go back. Unless I forgot something, I go back, get it, and I go right to the gym. Like that's the only thing I'm going to do for the most part. And once the gym is done, I can do anything else after. But it helps me hold myself accountable for the gym at the very least, which is pretty awesome. But for other things, it's not as easy to find that factor, I guess, to force me to keep doing it. So I guess I need to think about that more. Like you mentioned, going outside thing really helps. So I probably should go outside a little bit more.
I guess honestly, like maybe I've heard other people say this, but like just YouTubers or like whatever. But like growing up, I've heard this a couple times, that if you have like an outside office, or if you just work anywhere that's not in your room, you feel, 1, better about working, and then 2, feel better about being in your room. Because then like your room is actually like just for like, hanging out and sleeping or whatever, and then your office area is just like for working. So like if you're not in that office area, you're not working like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But obviously if you don't have that luxury, because I don't, but You can designate that for like certain areas. So if you have your desk in your room, then like okay, like I'm only on my desk to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm on my bed, then it's like, oh, I'm only my bed to like sleep or watch TV. Yeah. Because honestly, ever since I did that, I stopped hanging out in my bed, and it made sleeping a lot easier.
Yeah, I need to do the same thing. It's mainly just doom scrolling at times that I catch myself doing, and once I catch myself, I stop. But sometimes I go doom scroll. I send you guys like reels for like almost an hour straight.
No, that's really funny. No, I mean like.
No, to go to reels though.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
My reels are the best.
Yeah, honestly, what you guys are saying really is really hitting the mark, honestly. I've definitely had, I guess to really explain, like, the desk, I also have a desk in my room, and a lot of times I not only use it for working on different videos, but also just to hang out. Just to hang out here, play video games, go on my desktop computer, all that jazz. So it does make it harder to have that kind of separation between just relaxing fun to actually work. And a lot of times, I find myself also like doom scrolling a ton over there. I actually had one day where I literally was doom scrolling while working on a video, and I just said, okay, fuck it, let's just put the phone to the side, let's just really just like fucking lock in. Turned off my phone, put that shit away, locked in, clean, literally did all the videos that I really wanted to do that day, and I was like, oh well, shit, I should just do this now. That was fucking obvious. That was super.
See,
but
you're
also,
cooking with that. That was the right move.
Yeah, that was good.
It's tough. It's tough. And I also agree with you guys when it comes to like stuff with the gym. I find being at the gym to be not only a good disconnect from everything else that's going on, but also as a way of just kind of like marinating on like different ideas and whatnot. Like I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to go about like a lot of the videos on the respawn, because one, I was getting kind of burnt out from all the Minecraft videos, but also I was also getting burnt out from all the Sparking Zero episodes that I was making. Like I literally have like a, hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull up my actual like desktop here. I have about 8 like differing videos for Sparking Zero, but I have like no motivation whatsoever to actually make it. And I'm just like, do I really want to continue making this? Do I not? Like, where is my motivation for
Your
that?
threshold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel like, cause I mean, it's like, like I was saying, like for myself, it's like motivation without really inspiration. So I'm like down to go outside, but I'm not like doing it because I have this certain goal that I'm like inspired to obtain.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I would rather be doing that rather than not. So, or like rather than like being in my room, essentially.
Yeah.
So like that's where I'm at right now, because at least like if I do that, then I'll be, I guess, more predisposed to actually find a goal somewhere, and then in turn, it hopefully will just make my muse like give me more creative inspiration as well. Like later after that whole experience.
Yeah. I think something Jared mentioned was I forgot what it was exactly, but it was like 2 minutes ago, and you mentioned like doom scrolling and stuff. I think one thing that I've noticed is that I don't necessarily doom scroll on Instagram when I'm on my computer, but I do it on Twitter. Like I'm on X the whole time for like 2-minute bursts, and then I go right back to work. But those 2-minute bursts are like motivation killers in a sense, because like, yeah, it's only 2 minutes, but it's 2 minutes that it kind of just like deflates the balloon essentially, and I have to reinflate the balloon and get right back to work essentially.
Yeah, you're taking like your whole attention that was on like whatever you're working about, and then just totally directed it somewhere else, and then just like, it's like, oh well, shit. Where was the momentum?
Exactly.
Yeah, thankfully I have a pretty not that I am good at not doom scrolling. I'm not, but thankfully I am able to keep my devices separate. So like if I'm doing if I'm using my laptop, I'm really just using it for music. And if I'm doom scrolling on my phone. But yeah, at least there's like that little disconnect.
Yeah. Luis is the perfect representative of separating the church and the state. He just completely tracks the phone.
Yeah. No. It's so this is what's stupid, right? Because I was eating like before we even got on, right? And so I propped my phone right on my laptop. Like as my laptop was open, I put my phone there to watch videos, like while I was eating. Yeah. And I was like, this seems counterintuitive because motherfucker, you got a whole ass monitor right next to you, but you're choosing to watch your phone. Like that's the actual separation, right? Like, yeah. It feels like that guy that I don't know if you guys have ever seen this image, but it feels like that guy that's like that has sunglasses on his collar and then a backwards hat and then is using his hand to shield himself from the sun.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
My gosh.
Oh my god.
Kind of what I felt like.
I mean, sometimes when I'm playing a game like Marvel Rivals, where sometimes it's a little too laggy, I legit just like pull up a stream on my phone and continue playing. Like it is somewhat counterintuitive because I have more than one monitor, but that game eats shit up. It's hard to play that game and watch a stream at the same time. And I like working and watching streams, and I can do that. But playing games and watching streams isn't necessarily the easiest thing.
Definitely, yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost kind of what Luis was saying a bit earlier about, just being not in your room as much.
Yeah.
Just get the creative juices flowing. Like, what was it? I forget if it was last week or the week before. I think I was just like going out a lot more than normal, and then just instead of like staying in my room. I think it was because I finished everything that I need to do that week, so I had a lot more free time than normally. And I was just going out a lot more. I'm like, damn, touching grass works.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. And even like this morning when I was just sometimes like my dog, he does like just a lot of random shit outside, so you kind of have to like watch over him a little bit. So he went over to the side, and I'm thinking like, oh fuck, do we want like the gates open and whatnot? I open outside. I'm just chilling out there looking for him, and I'm like, damn, it's a nice day. It's a nice day. And mind you, this morning I've been like working on editing videos since like 6 this morning. So I'm just like, damn, I want to do something today. I want to do something later. But yeah, I think being outside of your room and just, again, that disconnect from everything does help just recharge that creative battery. It just helps you really like get on to what you need.
I think so too.
Yeah, no, I feel that because I had to take Cora out to go to the bathroom at 6 in the morning. I was like, yeah, it's a really nice day because it's not hot. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really that hot right now either, but
lucky.
Yeah. No, but I got a workout in like before all this. Like I was like pretty on with everything, like on schedule.
Yeah, well, shit. I'm gonna have to start working out a lot earlier too. It's in general just getting hotter.
But what was I gonna say? So I mean, when I mentioned go to like being at the gym and stuff like that, I just meant like technically work for me. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I've been trying to get at least in shape a little bit more. But at least I actually, like I said, I got a workout in today. Because I need to be more consistent with that. And I feel like I had a point. Oh, okay. So right now as well, I think I feel like I have been maybe actually going out a little bit tiny more than usual. So the thing is that while I'm kind of in my room, I'm kind of in a, what's the word? I guess in a depressive state, for lack of a better word. And what I mean by that is there's a high and a low, right? So if I just went out someday, like, I just had a good day, then I go back to my room, like that's the opposite of what the day was, because the day was, I was probably high energy because I was, engaging, I was driving, or, whatever. I was having a good time because it was, the days have been a lot nicer lately. So, and it's been recently been going out more for like going on a date or like a concert or like whatever. So, I guess like the energy has been put to that stuff. And so now when I'm in my room, it's more so like, oh well, I'm not doing something, like I feel worse about being here and less motivated because I'm not doing something. Like your threshold, your barrier of not doing much is kind of raised.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like during the winter time when it's cold, you don't want to go outside really. Like you're better staying inside, cozy. Like it feels nicer because it's also raining. And I feel like your energy is better conserved that way, like to put it into whatever creative thing you have. And so being in your room doesn't feel that bad. It feels good, if anything. And so I guess I lost my train of thought, but I guess to close this statement, we like being in our room is kind of the bottom line of like doing something for our, you guys got the point. So let's just continue off that. Any thoughts?
Oh yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, to be honest.
Yeah, you're dope. You really described that really well. Yeah, it's the idea of like, you've been out a lot more than usual, and then when you just go right back to being in your room, it's like, fuck. It doesn't. It's all that energy. It's all that energy that you accumulated and that you expect, and then you're just kind of milling out this whole time. You're like, fuck, I could be like doing this, I could be doing that outside,
Yeah, because it feels, because again the days right now currently, because they're not like extremely mega hot and it's still somewhat green, but it feels worse to like waste a day. It feels more depressing when you do. I feel like, but yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
I concur, good sir.
Yeah. This was a good question. This got some good conversing in there.
I didn't realize I was that articulate. But yeah.
So let's see here. So I guess to follow up to that really good fucking conversation, do you find anything that has been very inspirational towards like your goals? I guess I know Luis, you were just talking about how like just being outside has been like a really big help to kind of like get those like creative juices going again. But is there really anybody or anything other than that that's been like really helpful for your focus?
No, not really. Not technically. Not that I can think of. I mean, I guess it's all kind of in seek of like dopamine. and to feel like I'm progressing in something. Like, yeah, it's honestly, like, the goals so far have just been to, like, see progression and to be like, okay, like, because even with the music, it's like, oh, dang, it's actually, I mean, it's not like popping, right? But it's like, oh, this is a lot more than what I expected at this point.
Man,
but then also
popping, and he's got a casual 1,000 views. That's crazy.
but then also, because I mean, like, we uploaded our first one and then our second, but then also, I mean, you know, like, the thing is, like, I didn't expect it because you know how long I've been doing this for and how I've been feeling about it anyway, and just like, oh, you know, I just want to do it just to do it. So just to make it, not necessarily like to get recognition for it. So the fact that I am getting recognition for it without, I don't want to say I'm not trying, because I am, but I'm not trying in the correct way yet. I haven't figured out which way is the correct way of trying. So the fact that I am putting it out and that YouTube is pushing it and that people are clicking on it is super freaking cool. Like, that's the part that, like, is the cool thing to me, is like, as of currently, is that I, you know, I'm trying to essentially, like, okay, let me put this analogy together. Like, I'm trying to throw something like a baseball, like, really freaking far, but thinking that, like, getting stronger arms is gonna help me throw the ball further, where in reality, getting the technique better and, like, you know, better body mechanics and whatever is what's gonna get it further. So, like, I guess what I'm saying, again, just to really put it in layman's terms, is I just dropped stuff. I'm not really advertising daily how other people are, where I could be, and I am just very appreciative of what is going on so far.
Yeah. So Jared, you were asking, like, could you repeat the question real quick, just so I can remember it?
Oh yeah. The question was there anybody or anything that has been really inspiring you to kind of like focus on your goals?
Oh yeah. Sometimes, like, having someone to sharing a similar idea or goal with, like, Jared wants to write, helps me feel motivated, because, like, I sent him, like, this past week or two just random videos, like, dude, I watched this part of it's pretty useful, didn't like this part, just to get us both feeling like, okay, if he's being creative right now, I should be creative too. Like, not an accountability partner, but a motivation partner type of thing. And then I think organizing your thoughts is a lot more useful than people expect. Whenever I get an idea for, like, the book I want to write, I immediately just start writing it down. I drop everything I'm doing. Even when I'm in the shower, I just take up the notes app and use the microphone to just type it for me. And it's just about making sure you don't lose that little creative spark, even if it doesn't mean you're going to work on it then. Just having the idea, it's like having a fire and not letting it die out. You're not just throwing wood at it, you're, you know, stoking it a bit and adding a little bit of twigs and such to just keep it alive for a little bit longer so that you can work on it later. So I think I've found it to be pretty useful to write down my thoughts, organize them really. Like, organizing thoughts, I use this website called Milonote, and it's really like a calendar, not a calendar, like a bulletin board where you put images and stuff, but you can also type. So I typed a lot of stuff about my book there. I do it for work as well. I put a lot of stuff on different boards there, and it helps me make like a reference sheet of, like, images that I'm using as a reference for a new map I'm working on. Like, if I'm making a movie theater in Roblox, I use it as, like, a reference sheet. Like, these are the movie theaters I Google searched, so I don't have to save them all into one picture on paint.net and so on. It's just nice and easy. Everything's there. I can resize it. I can draw over it. It's just organizing your thoughts really helps. And I did it, honestly, for this training arc video that I'm putting out as well. And I feel like it helped me a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't normally take a lot of advantage of, like, writing down my thoughts, but I know that when I do, it it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I like writing any of my, like, thoughts or notes during, like, when I'm, like, going to work or something like that. And I'm like stuck on the train for like almost an hour. And I'm like, might as well write something down right now.
That's the perfect time to write your book.
Hey, bro, that's what I use it for. That's what I use it for.
No wonder why you've been making progress. I'm like, how does a dude make progress while having a job?
Bro, it helps so much, honestly. It really does. It really does.
That's pretty smart.
But I do want to say that, like, in terms of me, like, for inspiration, honestly, you guys have been like the biggest help in that regard for me, because seeing just like you guys making videos, music, all that kind of stuff, it really helps me kind of just see like, oh man, you know, I'm with these guys, I'm working on the same stuff that they're working on. It helps boost morale for me, at the very least. And it makes me really want to like not only make more videos, but also try differing techniques to do it as well. Like when I messaged them a while ago about this song that I had in my like on my computer for like almost 2 years now. Actually over 2 years, I think. And I was just asking about it, like, hey, how's this bass sound? And they gave me wonderful feedback for it and allowed me to really have a direction of where I wanted to go. So it really, you guys have really helped me kind of evolve in this field. So I really appreciate y'all for that.
Yeah, man. One thing I will say is Luis does a really good job at like sticking to what he says he's gonna do, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna make this this music series, I'm gonna keep putting out an EP every month, right? And that's like the most consistent thing I think out of everything outside of the podcast. Like those two things are the bread and butter of the MidFall channel currently. So it's really funny that Jared and Luis are like technically the pillars in terms of consistency. And so that really like it motivated me for the training arc video, because I was working on it loosely one night and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay up and try to finish it. And I got about 85-90% of it done, and I only had to edit a little bit after the fact, because I spoke to Jared and he sent me like the music that we have in the drive, or he showed me what it was. So I was able to add some of our own music to the training arc video, which is probably what I'll just keep doing for future videos. And like, if you guys watch it, there'll be the music in it, and with the music you see in it, there will also be the song name, so you might be able to look it up and stuff like that too.
Lovely.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was dope. Everything's been pretty cool. Especially because like at least like within the EPs have been the thing I've been the most consistent in, like at least for the most part, at least on doing like the stuff like at least like once or twice like I've done. But I guess where I'm at as well is one, motivation, because I'm like, oh, we can do this, and I'm like, if I can do this like on just like the music stuff, I'm like, oh, we can do this like just on everything else, because that attention's already going to other videos that we have.
Hell yeah, man. Alright, so the final question here before we start to head out for this episode is, what has been your biggest achievement so far?
Damn, son, I don't have one, but being here right now and well, okay, not biggest achievement so far, but I mean, like, it's not like one thing, but I guess still being here and living where I'm living at today, because that's actually what I wanted. I keep forgetting that I actually like had to work pretty hard for it.
Yeah.
But then because I'm not like where I want to be at, essentially, like, yet, so I like don't recognize it, I feel like, and like right now I feel like I don't have like as much finances as like I feel like I could and should, but at the same time I recognize that I'm in an area where it's all dependent on me, like because it's all commission based. Like where I work is like I actually am responsible for making that like money myself, and so the fact that I can sustain living where I've been at through my own actual like work has been cool. So
Yeah.
I guess like working on the ability of profiting off of a skill that I have is my biggest achievement. Let me go and circle it that way.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that goes
pretty
with you,
cool.
Josh, huh?
Yeah, I think for me it's somewhat similar. Like that is the overall thing that I'm very proud of myself for, but I think my biggest achievement was being able to work through college, because you know a lot of people go into debt for it, and I was very motivated to avoid that. And there was moments where I wanted to quit, like everybody does, but I was able to get through it, and it's probably my biggest achievement because it took a lot of perseverance, not even just to finish college, but just to work through it and miss out on hanging out with people, not hanging out with friends some weeks, some nights, and just really focusing on the books and getting done with school. Some people that I went to school with, they're still finishing it up, and hopefully they do, but for them, they had to get into debt for it, so it's just more time consuming for them. So I'm very like happy with myself and fortunate to where I could have been successful enough to at least pay for college.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
That's good. That's good, man.
What about you, Jarud?
Shit, I mean, this question, we're not even really thinking about it.
Well, I answered the question without really thinking about it either.
I guess for me, the biggest achievement was just being here.
Yeah.
I think just even being here, because, you know, and I'm not gonna get into the obvious nitty-gritties of everything here, but just being able to actually, you know, creating what I want to create, not having to really worry about any kind of debt, being able to buy my own car, have a stable job, like all of that together. I guess, you know, similar to kind of what Luis was talking about, just you never really think about it, because, you know, I guess at least for me, it's always been about like the next big thing to go for, without really just kind of like taking a second to just kind of look around and just being like, oh wow, that's a lot of good things around here. So I guess that's what I would say. I guess that's
Makes
what I would
sense.
say. Yeah.
I think you should be proud of yourself, especially, you know, with the stable job and everything. It's not easy to commute as long as you do and keep the job and your work-life balance in general.
Especially in this economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter episode here today, but honestly, I really enjoyed the conversations that we had throughout this episode. So, any closing thoughts before we head out?
All I'd say is watch Training Arc. That's pretty much it from me.
Yes.
Yeah, watch the training arc.
Yes.
From basically the three of us, you know, we got 3 versions. And you know, stream came across a crypt, and I'm gonna be putting that stuff on all streaming platforms. So by next episode, hopefully, you know, maybe we'll see. Or this one, by the time this one's out. So yeah, hopefully it's out by then.
Yeah, brother.
Oh yeah. So from all of us to you, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on our different social media platforms for more episodes and announcements from the MidFall trio. But with that, that'll be the end of this episode. So we will see y'all next time.
Peace.
Goodbye.